Everything is about to change.
Yep, but is it going to be a change for the better or a change for the worse? Welcome to Uncle Neal's Neighborhood, Episode 4, Home for All Things Avuncular. Well, I'm going to talk to you today about something that is what I think the most important thing that's going down in our world today. And if we don't know about it already, it's imperative, it's vital that everybody knows about this, because that's the only way we're going to stop it. Yeah, it's not funny, it's not pleasant to look at, but it is the most important thing if you cherish your rights, if you cherish your own country. If human rights are an important thing to you, if running your life the way you want it is important, this is vital. What I'm talking about is something called the Great Reset. Many of you have already heard about it, but for those who haven't, let this be sort of a Cliff Notes. I want you to take what I'm giving you here and don't believe any of it necessarily, but hopefully it'll pique your interest so you can go out and do some research, because the truth is not hidden. It's actually been advertised. It's out there. It's in plain sight. All you have to do is take a look and realize what's going on, because this is absolutely insane. So, what is the Great Reset? A group called the World Economic Forum that meets every January in Davos. It's run by a guy named Klaus Schwab. And basically what the group wants to do, by the way, the group is supported by the Pope and by royalty, many politicians, international banks. I mean, this thing is no small endeavor. They have some of the wealthiest billionaires on the planet promoting this. What they want to do is use the COVID crisis to bring in a new normal. You've probably heard the expression, we're going to have a new normal. This new normal is not something any of us are going to like, any of us who are free at least. But tyrants and dictators will be dancing in the streets. Just to give you a quick idea, their promo had the slogan, "You will own nothing and you'll be happy." I don't think they ran that through a focus group. But not only the pandemic is going to be used to their advantage, they're also going to tie the whole thing together with climate change. You see, all us peasants here have too big a carbon footprint, and that's going to cause the destruction of the entire planet within 12 years, probably 10 years by now. So we must eliminate private property, private cars, anything that burns fossil fuels. We must tax businesses for their carbon footprint. Meanwhile, these elite go to their meetings in their own private jets, and they've got mansions right next to the ocean. I don't think they're exactly worried about the oceans rising in the near future, do you? Just as an aside, why would the banks be giving anybody long-term mortgages if the world's coming to an end in 12 years or 10 years, whatever? And besides not owning any private property, they're going to stick us in these stack 'em and pack 'em high-rise buildings. Nobody will be allowed to have private homes or nice backyards. And if that's not enough, they, along with the United Nations, will be so nice as to create the laws for our countries. I don't care what country you live in, your constitution is nothing but toilet paper after this. And of course, they are unelected, so whatever they say goes, and you can't do anything about it. It's the old New World Order, one world government. Yeah, when we do away with borders, there will be peace on earth. Yeah. Peace, just like there is in a prison. I don't think that's the kind of peace you and I had in mind. What they want is a population totally dependent upon these elites. And they will determine your future. They will determine if you have any food rations, where you'll live, what your rights will be. And of course, money will be all digitized through the world banks. And once that's the case, you better keep your opinions to yourself, because if they don't like your opinions, they can just turn off your digital currency and you have no money. And with no borders, where are you going to run to? Here are some sound bites from one of the latest Davos meetings.
Now is the historical moment, the time, not only to fight severe virus, but to shape the system.
We have a unique but rapidly shrinking window of opportunity to learn lessons and reset ourselves on a more sustainable path. It is an opportunity we have never had before and may never have again. So we must use all the levers we have at our disposal, knowing that each and every one of us has a vital role to play.
The Great Reset is a welcome recognition that this human tragedy must be a wake-up call. It is imperative that we reimagine, rebuild, redesign, reinvigorate, and rebalance our world. Rebalancing investment, harnessing science and technology, and advancing the transition to net zero emissions, all elements of the Great Reset, are fundamental to building the future we need.
The future we need. And by we, I mean us. Not you and me. So here's just a quick list of the things they want to reset back to zero and start over. No capitalism. Capitalism has failed according to them. No free enterprise. Reset energy, reset food, reset governments, reset the economy, reset your thinking habits. It's nothing less than global communism. And after all, these elites, they know best. They know what's good for us. Us lowly, what do they call us? Useless eaters. There is so much information about this online. I'm not going to go into every detail. That's not what I consider my job. My purpose in life is to use entertainment and satire and comedy and music and art and film to get these points across to people who won't read long books or look at long documentaries. I really think we need to reach the average person. You know, we can't just keep preaching to the choir. We need a much bigger choir. So I wrote a song about the Great Reset, of course. It's called After the Great Reset. I urge all of you to go over to Rumble or YouTube and find my music videos, because they really explain and get the point across even better. I make all these videos myself. I spend about a month or two on each one. So it's worth it. I think you'll enjoy the songs even better by doing that. So I want you to sing along with Uncle Neal. We've lived through the pandemic, been choked to death with lies, taught our hatred was systemic, with our burgers and our fries. But have no fear, the elite are here, no need to fuss and fret. They've got the answers, it's so clear. We need to be reset. After the Great Reset, all of our troubles will be left behind, thanks to the folks so humble and kind. Our life is good. After the Great Reset, after we've all been saved from ourselves, everything's cared for by little elves, just like it should. After the party's over and I'm all tucked in bed, I'll be a pig in clover, nothing to cloud my head. After the Great Reset, no one will have to yearn to be free. Everyone wins, it's called equity from up above. be alone. No private homes, no borders, nothing to call our own. And we'll be happy after the Great Reset. There'll be no hate and there'll be no war. There'll be no causes worth fighting for, just peaceful harmony. Everybody say, after the Great Reset, all of our troubles will be left behind, thanks to the folks so humble and kind. Our life is good. Let me hear ya! After the Great Reset, after we've all been saved from ourselves, everything's cared for by little else, just like it should. After the Great Reset. All right, now I want you to take this song and learn it, memorize it, learn how to use it. Ask bands at the weddings and bar mitzvahs you go to play After the Great Reset. Get everybody to sing along at your next barbecue or church event. It's fun for the whole family. But seriously, if we know about it, we can stop it. End of discussion.
Research shows that every man, woman, and child has or will suffer from depression at some point in their lives. And while not all depression is severe, isn't it nice to know that, like a good friend, No Zone is there when you need it? Warning: No Zone may cause behavioral changes and violent mood swings. Some side effects may include, but are not limited to, paranoia, violence, depression, suicide.
And
drug
now
abuse,
there's new
headaches,
mint-flavored
dizziness,
children's No Zone.
hypomania,
No Zone.
seizures,
More doctors
anorexia,
prescribe it,
diarrhea,
more
abdominal
doctors
pain,
use it.
insomnia,
It's the fun pill to take.
dyspepsia,
It's orange.
vomiting, excessive sweating, violence, sexual dysfunction, self-mutilation, nightmares, lack of judgment, skin rashes, weight loss, blackouts, agitation, seizures, anorexia, diarrhea, abdominal pain, insomnia, nervousness, mouth dryness, dyspepsia.
This show is brought to you by me. Yes, me, and my new album, Unhinged. It's getting incredible reviews. It's on all the major digital outlets. You can find it at Spotify. Follow me there. You could find it on YouTube. You could find it on Rumble. You could find it mainly on my own, very own website called therealnealfox.com. That's Neal Fox, N-E-A-L, not I-L. I'll be your best friend. Just go out and check it out. Listen to it. Best thing you could do, though, if you're a little short on cash, is just share it. Share it all the hell over the place. I mean, tell your best friends, tell your mother, tell your father, tell your sister, tell your brother. We got to share this thing because I'm getting shadow banned like nobody's business. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say for now. Now back to the show. There have been some major good things happening as of this recording. Boris Johnson has found his comb. Just kidding. Boris Johnson has now eliminated all the mandates in England. This is actually major good news because England was pretty suppressive with what they were demanding of their people. So they no longer have to wear masks everywhere as they go. They're not obligated to get the jab and show the proof of the jab and get the tests before they go into a public bathroom or any place to get some food. This is actually a major event. So some people are saying, well, he's doing this because he's getting political pressure. You know what? I don't give a crap why he's doing it. He's doing it, and maybe this will be the start of an avalanche. In other news, I love saying that, Spain has decided to treat the Rona as just another seasonal flu, which pretty much it is. And they're not treating it as an emergency pandemic anymore, so people can actually go to work and go about their daily lives and be happy once again. And this just in, the Czech Republic is doing the same thing. No more mandates. Yippee! And there's more and more proof that the vaccines are the problem, not the virus. For instance, Israel and Australia and other places that have some of the highest vaccine rates are also reporting some of the highest infection rates. After a while, you got to be an idiot not to see a correlation between taking the vaccine and actually getting the virus. So maybe this is the beginning of the end. I think so. And I think it's a good time for us to reflect on our human rights and which rights were taken away because of the quote-unquote emergency. And let's make sure we get them back because, as you know, once your rights are taken away, it's nearly impossible to get them back. Look what happened in the U.S. right after 9/11. So we need to think about our rights, get them back, teach them to our children. That's probably the most important part. Here's a song I wrote a while ago called You Have the Right. I think this is a good education tool for kids too, so think about that.
You have the right to believe what you believe. You have the right. It's a natural part of you. You have the right to soar above the clouds and reach new heights. Any dream you can pursue. You can stand like a beacon in the night and be free to dream what might. You have the right to create what you conceive. You have the right to possess the things you own. You have the right speak up even in the darkest night. Even if you stand alone, when it seems like there's no one else in sight. One soul turns on the light. You have the right.
Doesn't care to look like me. He's bowing and praying to a God I never see. But he's a good man, a right man with respect for you and me. No matter how strange to us, he has the right to be. There's a girl about 5, I don't remember her name. She might be still alive, she might not look the same. You see, slavery never died, it's alive and well. The slavers don't believe in rights, they come straight from hell. We mustn't look away, I know it's hard to do, but she's everyone's child, it's up to me and you. Tyrannies never last when people take a stand. The message will be telecast, we're taking back this land. The biggest ones will cower as we cut them down to size. They keep on getting smaller when we look them in the eyes. Know your rights and you can walk in the sun. These rights are for you and they're for everyone. Teach them in the schools till freedom rules the day. Cause no one has the right to take these rights away.
You have the right to be free and live in peace. You have the right to protect the ones you love. You have the right to gather and express and bring to light to the thoughts you're thinking of and and the dreams that we dream are in our sight. For these truths we'll stand and fight. You have the right to be free and live in peace. You have the right to protect the ones you love. You have the right to gather and express and bring to light to the thoughts you're thinking of. And the dreams that we dream are in our sight. For these truths we'll stand and fight. You have the right. You have the right, the right.
The U.S. Constitution was quite a leap forward for mankind. It said, we're born with these rights. They're inalienable. They're God-given or they're natural rights. They're not given to us by any governments, so governments can't take them away. It's as simple as that. And they have to be reminded of this every once in a while. And I think so do we. At any rate, that's the episode for today. I'm Uncle Neal. Thanks for listening. And please share this with anybody you know, whether you like them or not. Doesn't matter to me. And go to my website. I have merch that I created myself. Go to therealnealfox.com. That's Neal, not Neil. Thank you very much. And if you want to keep me doing what I do and not see me greeting you at Walmart, you can become a patron at patreon.com/Neal Fox. But the best thing you could do is share this podcast, share my videos. Let's all save the world and have some fun doing it. And remember, if life's got you down, go out and find someone who needs a little help. It's the best way to help yourself. Love you guys. See you next time.